My neighbor kept insisting someone was stealing from her, so I called Adult Protective Services. Mrs. Hoffman had lived next door for 23 years. Sweet lady. Baked cookies every Sunday, never missed recycling day. Then about 4 months ago, things started getting weird. She knocked on my door at 7 a.m. holding a butter knife. Someone moved my silverware drawer. I glanced at the knife. It was from her kitchen. Maybe you just reorganized. I didn't touch it. Someone's been in my house. Her hands were shaking. I walked her back and checked all the windows and doors. Everything locked, nothing disturbed. I made her tea and told her it was probably just a long day. Week later, she's at my door again, this time crying. My wedding ring, it's gone. We tore her bedroom apart looking for it. Under the bed, in the bathroom. Checked the garbage disposal. Nothing. Mrs. Hoffman, when's the last time you saw it? Yesterday. I put it in the dish on my nightstand like I always do. I suggested maybe she'd put it somewhere safe and forgotten. She stared at me like I'd slapped her. I'm not senile, but I was starting to think maybe she was. Her daughter Emma hired a caretaker 2 months ago. Nice woman named Linda who came 3 times a week, cooked meals, helped with groceries. Mrs. Hoffman started complaining about her immediately. She's moving my things, looking through my drawers when I'm sleeping. I tried to be gentle. Why would she do that? I don't know, but something's wrong with her. The accusations got worse. Missing cash from her purse. Her mother's bracelet vanished. A check she swore she never wrote. I called Emma, told her I was worried about her mom, that maybe it was time to consider memory care. Emma cried on the phone. I was hoping it wasn't that bad yet. I think Linda's great, I said. But your mom needs more help than a caretaker can give. We had a family meeting at Mrs. Hoffman's house. Me, Emma, Emma's husband, Linda. Mrs. Hoffman sat in her chair looking small and defeated. Emma held her hand. Mom, we think it might be time to look at some assisted living facilities. Somewhere you'd be safe. I'm safe here. You keep losing things. You're forgetting where you put stuff. We just want what's best. Mrs. Hoffman looked at me. You think I'm crazy? My throat tightened. I think you're struggling. And that's okay. We all need help sometimes. She didn't argue after that, just nodded. Emma scheduled tours at 3 facilities for the following week. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something felt wrong. Not about Mrs. Hoffman. About me. About all of us. I kept thinking about how certain she was. How specific. Not vague confusion. Exact items. Exact locations. At 2 a.m., I got up and checked my security camera footage. I have one pointing at my driveway, but it catches part of Mrs. Hoffman's front door. I scrolled back 3 weeks. Watched Linda arrive every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Leave at 2 p.m. Normal. Then I saw it. Tuesday, 11:47 p.m. Linda's car in Mrs. Hoffman's driveway. She wasn't scheduled Tuesdays, and definitely not at midnight. I watched her unlock the front door with a key and walk inside. She was in there for 18 minutes, left carrying a CVS bag. My hands started shaking. I scrolled back further. Same thing 2 weeks prior. Tuesday night, 11:52 p.m. In for 22 minutes. I checked the dates against Mrs. Hoffman's complaints. The silverware drawer, 3 days after a Tuesday visit. The wedding ring, the morning after a Tuesday visit. I grabbed my phone and called Emma. Voicemail. I called again. She answered half asleep. Hello? Emma, I need you to check your mom's house right now. Bring the police. What? It's 3 a.m. What's happening? Just trust me. And don't call Linda. I threw on shoes and ran next door. Pounded on Mrs. Hoffman's door until she opened it in her robe. What on earth? Do you have cameras inside? No. Why? We need to call the police. Linda's been coming back at night. Her face went gray, then hard. I told you. I told all of you. The police came. Checked Linda's car at her apartment. Found Mrs. Hoffman's wedding ring in the glove box. Silver candlesticks in her trunk. A jewelry box with the bracelet. They searched her apartment. Medications. Cash. A check made out to Linda for $3,000 in Mrs. Hoffman's handwriting. Forged. Linda had a key. Access to everything. Knew exactly when Mrs. Hoffman slept heavy because of her medications. Came back every couple weeks and took small things. Things an old woman might misplace. Things that wouldn't be reported stolen because everyone assumed she was losing her mind. Emma sobbed into her mother's shoulder. Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Hoffman patted her back. Didn't say I told you so. Didn't need to. Linda got 3 years. Lost her caretaker license permanently. Mrs. Hoffman got her ring back. Never mentioned assisted living again. She still brings me cookies. But now I actually listen when she talks.